Darian and Levy. What would happen when Sanders is cheated again? If Sanders get cheated again, Democrats will lose. Medicare, Medicaid are on the chopping block. Republicans hold the Senate. They may take the House. If they take the House, everything that the left held dear is on the chopping block. And by the way, if they cheat Sanders again, they should lose. If they cheat Sanders again, they should lose. And I would be on this channel screaming for them to lose. I don't care who's on the other side. The problem here is that the democratic process matters more. If you have a system where your candidate is being cheated in a process that is supposed to be fair, then that is literally usurping democracy itself. There's no way to co-sign that. Whatever you want to think of Trump, he's running in the race on the Republican side. They didn't cheat him. If they cheat Sanders again, they lose. All of those lefties who bit the bullet and voted for Hillary the first time around, they are not voting for whoever that candidate is. I guarantee you. If they cheat him, and they cheat him in a way where people are kind of like the first time around, like this is clearly they're cheating this guy, they lose. I don't see any path of victory in that scenario. So, just saying, nomination for Joe Biden equal re-election of Trump. Maybe. Maybe, Cool Blue. Maybe. Cool Blue 71. 2020 Senate Democrats need a net gain of +4 to reach. They may lose Alabama, but counterflip Colorado, Maine with Arizona, North Carolina, and Georgia. Well, I guess my point is, Cool Blue, and I think you're making my point a little bit better. There's a pathway. Like, if they put in Sanders, there's a pathway to get the Senate. And if they get the Senate, oh boy. Like, if they get the Senate, look, I've argued that for the first time in my lifetime, there's a pathway for a better world. And that pathway for the better world involves a president who's an activist president, who's not just staying in the White House, but he's also organizing support all throughout the United States. The Ralph Nader plan. Listen to Ralph Nader when Ralph Nader is talking about political power. You have a president that's organizing that political power to change the country. And you're talking about like Medicare for all, Green New Deal stuff, like all of this stuff being all on the table, all at once. Because in his mind, I got to do it all at once. Because if I don't do it all at once, in my term, I'm not going to get a chance to do it again. Meaning, I may lose an opportunity while the iron is hot. So in his mind, I got to do it all at once. So drug laws, all that stuff on the table. It's like the first time in my lifetime for something positive to change. And I got to be honest, if in my lifetime, Medicare for all passes, then this generation would have done something that was momentous. Because this generation would have been the generation responsible for doing what they did for the NHS, creating the NHS. That would be us creating our American version of that, whatever that is. And everybody in this country, in an evolved society, congratulations, healthcare is your birthright. You're an American. You should be proud of it. Congratulations, you're an American. Education is your birthright. You should be proud of it. We want you to get the fullest education possible because that education allows you to go into our society and use that to make our society a better place. We don't want to put tons, $50,000 of debt on your back because that suppresses our society. So even though it helps you individually, which I have no issue with, it also is a benefit to the society as a whole. Congratulations. Education is your birthright. Think about it for the moment. Think about ripping the chains off of this notion of creativity and your fellow Americans going out, getting the education to the fullest degree, despite being dirt poor, and using that education to create businesses, new technologies, new opportunities for others. Allowing school to be free rips off chains on your society to some degree, as opposed to having money or the ability to get an education being like $50,000 limits the number of people who are going to try to excel. I'm saying just by a probability sake, the moment that you say you have free college, you're going to have a ton of people who are going to those free colleges, and you have a higher probability of more people coming out using those degrees for positive of the society itself. It is a benefit to us for as many people to go to school as possible, and we should have those schools to be open the world changes. At one point, there was horse and buggy. At one point, you can get by with a high school degree and then go work in a factory for the rest of your life. Times change. And as such, the laws and the way that we function needs to change with it. If we thought that elementary school and high school were necessary for individuals to make their way in our society and at the very least pop their head up to be able to talk and think and to come up with, not to think, but at the very least to pop their head up and get a basic view of the world, then this is not enough anymore. A college degree is necessary to compete in our current world. And it should be something that we want, encourage. And you know how you encourage? By not charging people $50,000 of debt. So, we have a chance. Think about it for the moment. Is there anywhere in your lifetime where there is a chance, credible chance, for you to win the presidency and for the Democratic Party to take the House and the Senate? And understand what happens if Sanders gets the presidency. He is attacking, controlling, pushing each and every one of those Democrats that is not towing the line on the policy that he wants to push. And all of them are in a moment where they have to push up or shut up. And just like Cory Booker getting mauled when he's went against Sanders for not supporting the drug program or importing those drugs from Canada, the same thing will happen if they're not towing his line. This is the potential for change. We have a potential for change. So this is a good thing. Let's see. One more. Belt is